Good morning students. Our next topic for today's class is properties of multiplication of integer. In our last video I have told you how to multiply the integers, what are the rules for the multiplication of integer. Now next is the properties. First property is what? The closure property. And what the closure property is that whenever you are multiplying two integers, if an integer is being multiplied with the integer, the answer will be the integer also. For example, if I take 3 into 4, 3 is integer, 4 integer, right? 3 into 4 is how much? 12. Is the 12 integer or not? Yes, right? So this is the closure property. Even I can take the negative integers also. If I take minus 3 into 4, right? Both are integers. This is negative 1, this one is positive. And the result is what? 3 into 4 is 12, right? And one term is what? Negative. So over here sign will be the 12. So is minus 12 is integer or not? Yes, it is the integer. So this is a closure property that whenever an integer is multiplied to an integer, right? So answer will also be a integer, right? This is called a closure property. Second property is the commutative property. Now, in case of commutative property, just like in addition and subtraction we have done the commutative property, whenever we replace the position, right? Whenever we change the position of the integers, the result is affected or not. For example, if I say 2 into 3, or now if I write 3 into 2, what I have done over here? I have replaced the integers. Now, as the result is affected, see 2 into 3 is what? 6. And 3 into 2 is what? 6. So both are equal. That means in multiplication, the commutative property is true. Another example, I can take for example 3 into minus 5. Right? And now I am writing minus 5 into 3. What I have done? I have just replaced the position of the integers. Now, are both the equal or not? See, 3 into 5 is what? 15 and the sign will be minus. Again 5 into 3, 15 minus. See, LHS is equal to RHS. Hence, we can say that A into B will be equal to B into A. This is your commutative property, right? So what we conclude that the product of two or more integers is independent of their order in a multiplication statement, right? Either you are writing 1 into 2 into 3 will be equal to 3 into 2 into 1, or will be equal to 2 into 1 into 3. Whatever be the order you are taking, that does not affect the result. See, 1 into 2 into 3, how much? 6. 3 into 2 into 1, again 6. 2 into 1 into 3, again 6. That means the position of the integer in case of multiplication does not affect the result. Next is our associative property. See, whenever we do the associative property, in that we talk about the grouping. Okay, let us take an example, then we will explain it. For example, minus 6 into bracket 2 multiplied by minus 3 bracket close. Right? First grouping is done in between this. Now I am doing another grouping, bracket minus 6 multiplied by 2 then multiplied by minus 3. See, what is the change in between that? Minus 6, 2, 2, minus 3, minus 3. All things are same, multiplication, every sign, even the operations are same. But what is the difference? Over here the grouping is done over here in between 2 and minus 3. And in case in your right hand side the grouping is done in minus 6 and 2. Now let us check the result. Either both are same or not. So first we will do this one. According to a BODMAS rule, first what we need to do? We need to solve the bracket. So minus 6 as it is multiplied. Bracket, right? 2 into minus 3. It will be minus 6, right? Now what is this? Minus 6 into minus 6. 6 into 6, 36, 1 and 2. Two integers are there with the negative sign. So 2 is even number. So term answer will get positive. Right? The answer over here is 36. Now check the right hand side. First open the bracket. So minus 6 into minus 6 into 2 is how much? Minus 12. Then multiplied by minus 3. So minus 12 into minus 3. What is there? 12 into 3. 36 minus minus plus. See, your left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Hence, our associative property is true for the multiplication. Right? Even I can take the another example. Minus 1 into 2 into 3. Will it be equal to minus 1 into 2 into 3? Let us check. First solve the bracket. Minus 1 into 2 into 3 is 6. The answer is minus 6. For this one, minus 2 into 3. See, again your left hand side is equal to right hand side. So we can say that your A into B into C will be equal to A into B into C. That means what we say, that groupism does not affect the result in case of multiplication, right? So associative property of multiplication of integer is true. Next is your multiplicative identity. So the multiplicative identity means to say whenever an integer is multiplied with with 1, the result is always the same integer. What I am saying, if an integer is being multiplied with 1, the result will be A. For example, if I say minus 4 into 1, the answer will be minus 4. 3 into 1, the result will be 3, right? That means whatever be the integer, if it is being multiplied with the 1, then the answer will be the same integers, right? So this is your multiplicative identity. So you can say that 1 is the multiplicative identity of integer, right? Our last property is the distributive property. Now, in the distributive property, what is there? If A into B plus C is there, then it will be equal to A into B plus A into C, right? That means if something is in the bracket and a sign is there, A will be multiplied to this term as well as this term, and the sign will be same over here. This is your distributive property, right? So for example, if I say that your minus 5 into 10 plus 6, right? This will be equal to minus 5 into 16, because 10 plus 6 is 16, right? This is your distributive property. Or also it will be equal to minus 5 into 10 plus minus 5 into 6. Let us check it. See, this is what? Minus 5 into 16, and the answer will be how much? 80. Now check it over here. Minus 5 into 10, minus 50, plus minus 5 into 6, minus 30. So minus 50 minus 30 will be what? Minus 80, right? See, your left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So this is your distributive property. For example, I am taking minus 3 into 7. The question is this, and you need to solve it by using the distributive property of multiplication. So how can I distribute? Can I write this one? Minus 3 into, can I write 7 as 4 plus 3, right? So how will it be solved? Minus 3 will be multiplied to this and minus 3 will be multiplied to this. Let us check either the answer is same or not. See, minus 3 into 7. First is what? Simply I have done. Now I am going to solve it by distributive property. So minus 3 into 4 plus minus 3 into 3. It is what? 3 into 4, 12 minus plus 3 into 3, 9 minus 12 plus minus is minus and it is coming minus 21. Right? See? Yeah, both the results are same. That means in this way we can solve any multiplication using the distributive property. Right? For example, if it is the question that 18 into 3 is equal to a blank is given multiplied by 3 plus 8 into 3. Right? How it will be solved? What should be over here? See, Vijay, can I write over here 10 plus 8? 18 can be written over here like that, 10 plus 8 into 3. So what it will become? 10 into 3 plus 8 into 3. So the value of this is what? 10. This is a distributive property. Or either if I need to write 50 into 6 as a distributive property, I can write 50, so it can be written as 50 into, can I write 3 plus 3, or either I can take the relation 4 plus 2, right? So it will be 50 into 4 plus 50 into 2. The result for this and result for will be the same, right? Either if question is 99 into 2, how will you do that? Can I write this one? Now, can I write 99 as a 100 minus 1 into 2, right? Now, 2 will be multiplied to this and this. So, it will become 2 into 100 minus 2 into 1. So, either the sign is plus or minus. Whatever be the sign over here, the same will come over here. This is your distributive property for the multiplication, for the addition as well as for the subtraction, right? In this way you will solve all the questions. Depending upon this, all the properties, I am going to give you some homework that you need to solve.